Hello and welcome to episode 8 of The Witch and Her Apprentice series. There are more episodes on my channel and other series as well, and if you'd like access to adult content or you just want to help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon down below. Please leave a comment, I love hearing from you, and as always, I hope you enjoy. Are you alright? You jerked awake pretty spectacularly. Okay. Oh no, it's well past midnight. I didn't wake you, did I? With all of my rustling about. Alright. Well, you haven't been sleeping very well lately. No, just an observation. No, neither have I suppose. The joys of insomnia. Freezing cold outside, a warm fire inside, a soft bed and someone to hold on to, and my mind still insists that I should be awake. It's rather cruel of it, don't you think? I've just been organising some bottles of herbs. I have some dried ones that need to be ground up, but I didn't want to wake you. At least you've gotten a little more sleep than I did. Perhaps we'll take a nap tomorrow and try and catch up on our rest. But knowing us, that won't happen either. Are you coming to join me? Here. Sit here beside me. I'm just writing out some labels for the herbs that need to be bottled. Would you like to help? Don't be silly. Your handwriting is lovely. And so what if it takes you a little longer to write? We're not on a schedule. There's no deadline. Is everything all right? I just mean that over the last few days you've seemed as if you're, I don't know, thinking very hard about something. You know you can talk to me, don't you? Even about unpleasant things. It's not unpleasant. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad. Whatever it is, though, it still seems to be weighing on you. It's been a long while since I've seen you this furtive. Dearest? Yes? You've been thinking. May I ask about what? About sharing the bed. Well, we don't have to if you don't want to. Ah, I see. More about activities that we might share in the bed. I must say you have turned a rather spectacular shade of red. Even by firelight, it's very impressive. You don't have to. You know that, right? You don't ever have to. I'm glad you want to. No, of course I want to as well. In fact, it's rather scandalous how much I want to. How much I've thought about it. I think it's hard for you to see just how shy and fragile you were when we first met. You were so skittish, like a rabbit on the lookout for danger, constantly. It's not that I never wanted you, it's that I would never put that sort of pressure on you. Not when you had enough trouble just looking people in the eye, let alone taking them to bed. And like I said before, there's no schedule, no deadline. It's not a race or a list to tick off. Well, of course you don't know what to do. You've never done it before. And that's fine as well, to be a beginner at something. You know a fair bit about potions now, don't you? I could leave you in here unsupervised and I'd be certain that you'd be fine. My point is, when you first came here, you knew nothing about potions. You couldn't tell the difference between basil and bay leaves. But you learned. You grew. You gained knowledge. Well, that's all it is. It's like any other skill, you just need someone to teach you, that's all. I'm acting like it's not a big deal, because it isn't. People are so funny about the whole thing. If I told a stranger that I didn't know how to swim, or that I'd never ridden a horse, they'd think nothing of it. But if people hear someone's never been intimate, my goodness, you'd think the world was ending. Such a fuss over nothing. And you're looking very thoughtful again. What's whirring around that brain of yours? I can teach you, dearest. Of course I can. Don't be embarrassed. Or rather, do be embarrassed. It's part of the fun, but don't fret over it. Because you're my very favourite person. And I'm so glad to have met you. Well, it's the truth. So, please, don't ever be embarrassed or ashamed for who you are and what you do or don't know. I wouldn't have you any other way. What did I just say? Yes, but I am much, much, much older than you. I think you forget how long a witch can live. I've been to many places and witnessed an immeasurable amount of things. You are just beginning. And what a fabulous place to be, right at the beginning. Savor it, because you'll never be there again. There's a smile. Good. My dear, as long as I can make you smile, then nothing else matters. As long as you smile, I am happy. No, I'm afraid sleep is not on the agenda for me anytime soon. Oh, you know a way I can occupy my time? And how's that? Yes, my dear. I will teach you anything you want to know.